All aboard and welcome to our podcast, GoddeSShips. Welcome to those of you who are returning. Thank you for your continued support. And for those of you who are just joining us for the first time, welcome back. Ladies, it is time for some shirt cam. Hold on, let's let F.A.C.K.Goddess get herself together over there.
I see.
Y'all gonna have to go ahead trying to get it together.
I see. We got you just for a second. We're gonna bring you down for a
pleasure.
Yeah, when she's ready, I'll bring her back up. So, Miss Keya, are you gonna give us some shirt cam today?
Sure. I'm gonna get some shirt cam with my pearls.
Yes.
My Howard Girl t-shirt. Always a Howard Girl. Ain't you?
You know.
And you know I had to get my pearls for the good vice president.
Do you have on your Chucks as well?
I don't have on white socks, but my Chucks, they back there. You know, I got the HU Chucks.
You got some. You just ain't got them on.
Yeah. Yes.
Okay. All right. We'll let that go. We'll let that fly.
Thank you very much.
Lord, where is your face?
What?
And my shirt,
yes, ma'am,
is I'm the Sugar Honey Iced Tea.
The shit. The shizit.
Just so that you know.
That's right.
Used to be a song called Sugar Honey Iced Tea.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, used to be a song.
You telling our age there, Floyd. You telling our age.
Oh.
I mean, I don't care. I'm just saying.
Well, there's an updated song called Sugar Honey Iced Tea.
Oh, I was talking about the older one.
But I know, but I'm trying to help.
The gray gave it away, you did.
I was trying to help God.
Right. 25 all day long. 25.
I'm 25 with progeria.
I wish you stopped saying that.
Got old man syndrome. Just look old. That ain't
great. Give it away
like that.
Shouts out to all the progeria.
I believe F.A.C.K.Goddess is ready. Are you ready? Oh, we can't see your face, boo.
I know.
Oh, you just ready for your shirt? Okay. Well, now hold on, let me bring you up, girl. All right, come on with it.
Okay. Wait. I'm not in my regular screening area. Y'all have to forgive me. I'm trying to get it right. Being black is dope. Dope rebellion.
Yeah.
That's right.
I don't think I done wore that yet. If I have, oh well.
No, you haven't. That's the first time I've seen that one. I like it.
Yes.
Okay.
Very, very nice. Very, very nice. And I'm trying to see really quickly. I don't think so. Maybe not. So now the shirt cam is over. I am Keely, the Soul Snatching Goddess. Oh, you got a shirt to do?
Taco meat.
That's all. See, that's why I call on you. That is why I did not call on you.
Body by Dickies. I'm sorry.
You had your whole face made up like you forgot.
Yeah.
Oh, this is why. Anywho, again, I'm Keely, the Soul Snatching Goddess.
Oh, it's me?
Yeah.
Well, okay. And I am Melinda, the FACKTgoddess, F.A.C.K.T. Go back in the earlier episodes and figure out what it means.
Bam.
Oh, we like to thank you for... I'm just so gangster and just out of control right now. I'm so sorry. Thank you for returning to watch our podcast. And we like for you to like, share, and subscribe. And then we need you to bang on the notification bell so that when we have future episodes, you will be one of the first to be notified.
I am Keya, goddess of the coins. And I welcome everybody tonight.
Hello, everyone. Hello, world. I'm FloydGod.
He is old.
And tonight's episode is AbandonShip. So, Floyd, would you say that AbandonShip, please? Because don't nobody say that AbandonShip like you say that AbandonShip.
AbandonShip. AbandonShip.
Oh.
Run away, abandon. No life preserver, abandon ship, jump. Like Joseph sent Keya, his jump. Jump. Abandon.
So we are streaming on Facebook and also YouTube tonight.
All right.
We're doing
hey,
some new
Facebook
stuff.
fam.
Yeah. And so, have any of you had to abandon ship? And if so, why? Or were you the person abandoned?
Okay, I'm going to start.
Okay.
So, I have abandoned ship. I have never been abandoned.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So, I was married to the rat bastard for a brief period of time. And I abandoned that ship real quick. So met him on the internet, playing spades back in AOL dial-up day. That's how long ago that was. Yeah. And you know, I had a travel ship during that time with him, back and forth to the NYC. And we wind up getting married. And sometimes people just can't, for lack of communication, right? We always talk about communicating in quarterly reports. We needed to have multiple of those. He was unable to give any reports. So when things started to mount up and he hadn't been truthful to what was going on, he decided he wanted to lash out literally and put his hands on me while I was driving the car. Could have killed both of us, but I tried to kill his ass. I really did. So with that being said, you can't put your hands on me, because my motto is I don't hit because I expect to be hit back. So I don't hit. Right? So with that being said, it was a one-time put your hands on me only. And I abandoned ship so quick that we were divorced in 3 months. That's how quickly I abandoned that ship. So, you know, I just want to say, if you're being abused out there, please don't stay. It is not your fault. Love yourself, know your self-worth, and roll out. You'll be all right. So that was my abandoned ship. What'd you say?
I say, know that you are the sugar honey iced tea.
Indeed, indeed. And he is shit. So that was my quick abandoned ship. Any questions?
No, you abandoned that ship.
Yeah. So, because you know, in Maryland, you have to be separated for a year before you even can file for a divorce. But like I said, I got off so quick, I immediately filed for cruelty. And they saw me, it wasn't even 3 months. I think it was like 2.5. They was like, yeah, come on in. I had witnesses. Like, they got me off that ship quick. You know what I'm saying? And it was just a situation that needed to happen. You know what I'm saying? And my dad had predicted it. He said, that man gonna put his hands on you. Melinda, I love you. Listen to your daddies and your mamas, because they be knowing.
That's a word right there. And it ain't even Sunday.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Mm.
Who's next?
You want to go? You want me to go? Since it's always ladies first. F.A.C.K.T.
You can go.
Okay. Well, as everybody knows, the whole progression of the ships that started from a previous relationship was AbandonShip before it made it to relationship. And so that's all on that ship. The other ship.
I thought you said that's all on that shit, but you said ship.
So the other ship was with He Who Shall Remain Nameless, but gave me my 2 gifts in the world. And that I was very, I think I had abandoned that ship before I got off the ship. So I had, through the all the life raft and the float and the kids and the furniture and the clothes over, and I was still on the ship though, because for me, we were in a long-term relationship, and my kids are always first and foremost in my mind, period, point blank.
Right.
And I've always been go-getter, however I got to do it. So my kids will not be disturbed because you and I couldn't make it on our ship. So that's why all the stuff was already in the boat. And I was still right here. You know how they say, your body's here with me, but your mind is on the other side of town. I was over there. But so I was trying to make sure I stacked my coins, knew where my kids were going to be. School was not going to be interrupted. And then he decided to tell an unwarranted lie.
Last year?
And so, what you say?
Last year.
And so so in my head, I had already said I was out. I just hadn't informed him. And so I still was operating because we were still there. So I could do everything I'm going to do, hook it up, whatever. So I'm in the kitchen cooking. He went out to work that morning, and he had initially asked me to pick him up from work. And he worked so far, I ended up saying, okay, I guess I will. But then I saw in his phone that he had texted this other particular person and said that she wanted him to bring her a package by. Now, what the package was, I don't know. We're going to lay that to whatever they had going on. But I saw it. So I said, I wonder what the excuse is going to be for me not picking you up. Because it's going to have to be an excuse because I didn't agree to come pick your ass up. So day goes by, you text, oh, you ain't got to come get me. I got a friend that works with me and we're going to go out for drinks. And so they'll drop me off. So you ain't got to worry about it. I was like, oh, okay. At this point, I don't care what you do because I'm already checked out. So I'm cooking, making dinner. I got my music playing. I'm in a whole good mood because I'm making my plans. I don't care. I'm not here. So then you get home and you like, oh, let me tell you what my cousin did. So now your cousin brought you home and not the friend that you were drinking with. But okay, we're going to let all that go. He wouldn't even bring me all the way to the apartment. I had to walk up the hill. Oh, you had her drop you off at the bottom of the hill because you didn't want her to drop you off at your house because we here. Whatever. That's real cute, but all right. So I was like, at that point, I got irritated because now you're starting to lie with lies I'm not even asking you about because I ain't asked you where you was. I ain't asked you who you hung out with. I ain't asked you what you did, why you was doing it. And I knew you was dropping off a package. to old girl. So I said, at that point, I was like, let me just go on and stop this now because I can't do with the lies. So I was like, come have a talk with me. Come sit down. Chill out. I just want to ask you a question. What did you do today? Oh, I ain't got no problem with that. I can tell you what I did today. I said, no. Slow down. Pump your brakes. Think about it before you answer.
Right.
What did you do today? Start from your left here going to work. Worked so many hours. You got off and yeah, so me and old girl went out to drink, you know what I'm saying? Then my cousin, I met him, he picked me up, we went and watched the basketball game, we drank, we chilled out, blah, 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 blah. And he brought me home and dropped me off at the hill, and I walked up the hill and I came up here. That's all you did? Yeah. You sure? Yeah. So you didn't go and drop a package off at Blue Blue House? Oh, yeah. What was that in the story?
Right.
I said, did I miss it or did you say it and you said it so fast I couldn't hear, like it was bionic ears or something? I don't understand. Oh, no, I didn't say it. I know you didn't say it because you wasn't going to say it because you concocted this whole lie that you wanted me to have. So I said, I don't know what you're going to do or where you're going to stay, but I will not be paying my portion of the rent. Come on the first. So you can do what you feel and make it happen, Captain. You can stay here till the marshals come if you want to. But me and the kids won't be here.
That's a different level of it.
And he was like, but I ain't got nowhere to go. That ain't got nothing to do with me. Go to whoever you delivered that package.
Your package too.
Deliver your furniture and your clothes and your ass there too. Have fun. So that was like on a Monday or Tuesday. That Thursday, he called me and said he was moving. And then said he was moving with his friend, but his friend was her.
The package.
The package.
The
package. And so once he moved and had gotten all his stuff, I went and paid the rent, and me and my kids stayed and they did school. And we was all good. Have fun. Let it be what it is.
That's a different level of AbandonShip.
She pushed him off the ship after that.
I ain't gonna pay my half of the rent.
Right.
That's abandoned crib. Wow. That's a whole nother level of AbandonShip.
I mean, hey, you gotta get your ass up out of there. Cause at first we've had breakups and all of that stuff before, and I ain't going nowhere. I'm gonna stay. So I gotta let you know it ain't nowhere to stay.
Right. Right.
Get your ass up out of here.
Cold-blooded Rick James.
Juice.
Just snatching your soul, young. Just snatching your soul. I know that's right.
That's my AbandonShips.
Wow. That's in trouble water there.
Yeah, because it was like you got off the ship and put him off the ship, and then you got back on the ship. It's like we out. Oh shit! You ain't got to go home, but you got to get the hell up off this shit.
The hell up out of here. Yes.
Chess move for you there.
Right.
Okay.
Wow.
Right. All right.
All right. Ladies first.
I only really had one AbandonShip because I always was the one getting abandoned. That was the relationship where we determined we were better off friends than lovers. And it just got to the point where I was the one that said it first. I was like, just basically we can't keep trying to force it because it's not working. So, you know, if it's not working, let's not, before we something or some bodies that don't care for each other, let's just not go into, like, literally we broke up at the end of 1 year because I was like, let's not take this into the next year because we both know what it is at this point. So it wasn't you know, all peaches and cream at that moment, but like literally hours after the argument that led to me being like, I think we should just break up, you know what I'm saying, we were like, okay, we just need to be friends, and it was cool from that point on. So mine wasn't as, you know, it wasn't, I guess, as
wasn't a rock.
It wasn't as needed or necessary in the way that yours, the Goddess of Coins and the Soul Snatching Goddess, those were I think a little more needed, so to speak, for more serious reasons, I guess is what I'm saying.
So
it was needed.
A mutual ship abandonment.
Yeah.
Yes, but I initiated it, so I can't say I was like, I'm abandoning the ship, and he just happened to agree. It wasn't a major disagreement about it.
So it's like, I'm out. You coming? Mutual.
Right.
I feel that.
Look, it was like we both getting off. We can even sail in the same raft away from this ship.
Right. Together. Right. Just leave this. Just leave this mug though. We got to leave.
Right.
Right.
That's pretty cool though.
Yeah.
That's the way it should be.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's the way it should be.
No hard feelings and all of that.
Well, right. No hard feelings.
I think for me, it was more so because that was one of my 3 that I had described in a previous episode that I felt like was a real relationship. So I how it felt in the first 2 breakups for somebody just to walk away, no conversation, make you feel like you did something and leave with all these question marks. So I'm just always conscious of that because I don't want to intentionally hurt anybody or disrespect anybody or any of those negative things. So I try to in that situation remain mindful of what happens after this. After you abandon the ship, what's going to be next? Are you going to hate each other? You're going to be, and I do understand that sometimes that's just, you can't control the situation.
Right.
But if you, like you were saying, Goddess of the Coins, if you're able to, it should be like that. When you both really know that it ain't working. It's like you try to fit a size 7 shoe into a 5. I mean, size 7 foot into a 5 shoe. You know, it ain't, but you just keep on trying to stuff.
Make it fit.
Right.
That's lovely.
I just love. You know what I'm saying?
I know.
I love it too when it's real and it's there. When it's fake and phony, you can go somewhere.
Oh, I understand. That's that lie shit.
Right there. A little bit right there.
That's Rick James. It's the Rick James.
Cold blood. I think depending on who you with, because sometimes depending on the person, if you abandon ship, it might lead to a stalker ship.
Oh man.
some restraining order ship.
Might need to add those terms to the dictionary.
Yeah. Get my FOID card ship.
Been there, honey. Been there.
No, thank you. I don't want it.
I didn't either.
All right, Floyd.
Huh?
Huh? If you can you can hear. You're not
so
frozen.
You, bro. No, so you.
No.
Still ain't work,
it ain't work. Not working.
I've been really working on it too. Like I just go into that.
No, not working. Try it again.
Well, I I had an abandoned ship, but it was many, many moons ago. Many moons ago.
Sound like you about to start telling one of them stories. Once upon a time, many
Sound
moons
like Morgan
ago.
Freeman or something. Old Andy just left out and got freed, and the old Andy said we'd see each other again. So anyway, look, it wasn't real good for Andy Dufresne that night when those guys busted him in his ass. Just wasn't good for Andy. But look, so this was many moons ago, though, for real, many moons. Where I'm from, it's a street called Cumberland Avenue. It's like way north, right? And back in the, you know what I'm talking about? It's like close to O'Hare Airport. So back in the day, they used to have like all of these different businesses and stuff. And I think I was like in my middle 20s, right? And it's a place called the Signature Group. It's like a telemarketing place, right? So I'm young, thirsty, you know, cactus on my tongue. I'm just thirsty.
Cactus on my tongue.
I met this young lady. Yeah, I was thirsty. So I met this young lady, you know, she was cool. She probably was like 8, 9 years older than me, right? But she didn't look like it. She like a little black doll, right? Like for real, she was cute. So anyway, long story short, we was, you know, got to dealing with each other, whatever. And she was a bit on the insecure side of the game. So maybe one day I go into real detail, but for the purpose of time, she tried to crash her car into me at one time. She tried to hit me with a car. She tried to stab me one time.
Jeez.
And the one thing that kind of made me abandon ship was I had went to her house because I was in transition. In terms, I was going from one home to another, right? And so I had just, show you I was young. I had just got me a Marshall Fields credit card. So I was very excited, right? And you know, being the ninja that I was back then, ain't had nothing, act like he ain't had nothing. I maxed the whole card out that day. I had more fly shit than the 747. You hear me? So I had all that in the little, you know, my little duffel bag along with some other items, all the stuff I possess, you know. Still messing with this crazy chick, right? But it's cool. She about to give me a ride to my new residence. You did, right? So it's cool. So, you know, I had to, you know, hit her real quick, you know what I mean? You know, not like that. Not the domestic violence.
We know what kind of hit you talking about.
Not that type of hit, I'm sorry. But you know,
we know what type of hit you talking about.
Right, but I had to be clear, you know, we live in a different day and age. We be getting emails talking about FloydGod said he beats women. No, that's not what I said. So anyway, you know, we messed around, you know, you had to kind of butt it up. Anyway, long story short, we get to arguing about some of the dumbest shit. She went to fire her car up and had it in the garage with the door open or whatever, right? And I was like, look, just take me where I got to go. I'm done with you. I don't want to deal with you. She said, okay, then, well, come on, get to the car. So I was grabbing the rest of my bags, and I started smelling some shit. Like something was cooking. I went outside, God's my witness. The girl has set my shit on fire inside of her vehicle.
Oh
you think about what I just said to you. She set my shit on fire
inside of her car.
Vehicle. You understand? Burnt the garage down, my shit, the car, all type of shit. So I ain't had shit, but what I had on, I bought all that shit, and then I still owe Marshall Field. That's another story. Burnt all my shit up. So then, now remember, I told her she kind of crazy, insecure, crazy. I go into details some other time, but she come back and say, "Well, replenish all the stuff you got, right?" Now you know Marshall Fields. If you remember Marshall Fields, they used to sell fly shit. You know, highfalutin shit. You right? This part bring me a pair of Jinko motherfucking jeans. Do you remember Jinko fucking jeans? Do you remember
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Exactly my point. So it's fucked up. You don't even know what the fuck that shit is. She brought me some $7 Jinko because they so out of style, it was $7. I lost like $300 worth of shit. Needless to say, I fucked around with it for a couple more years after that. But
because y'all like crazy.
Right.
Y'all talk all that shit, but y'all like motherfucking crazy. Y'all like that shit.
They don't like it, they love it.
But eventually I did abandon ship. I did abandon ship.
Yeah, it took you a long time to get your ass off.
It did, because you know what? Unfortunately, some of us guys, whether we're young or old, we let some of the most ridiculous shit fly.
Mm-hmm.
If that JJ has not gone awry. But you know how I go, because it's for women too. Women let a lot of stuff pass if the sex be good sometimes. It depends on the type of person. We didn't all fell victim to it. Right? Hey,
yeah.
just what it
No.
is.
Yeah.
No.
You'll let some stuff slide if it's all right.
Now I've had a lot of
Can't agree with that.
abandonments.
I mean,
I've been abandoned quite a bit. Found myself in plenty bandos by myself. But I've only abandoned ship one time.
So
you should have abandoned that ship when she burnt the garage down. Like, really? And then gonna say, I'm gonna buy all your stuff back. What?
I was in my 20s, like I said. That's why I said again, I was young, dumb, and I was, full of that.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. But like that was a extra flag, because if she willing to burn her own car to burn your stuff, she willing to burn your ass and burn her with you.
I told her
I'm
she
gonna
tried to
burn
stab
together.
me one time before. I told you that. She tried to
She
stab
what?
me. She was very insecure.
Yeah, she tried to stab you, hit you with the car.
Yeah. Tore her car up. She tore her car up one time, just like going into like a little rage. And then the second time she tried to hit me with the car.
Oh wow!
That JJ
I have ran somebody's foot over before, but I was trying to leave, and they were trying to keep me from leaving. And so the way that they said they were going to keep me from leaving, they put their foot behind my tire, and I was like, "I'm trying to go, move your foot."
They asked for that.
Yeah.
And then so I was trying to be nice and cut the wheel to go around their foot, but I guess their foot was extra long. They had some Ronald McDonald's and it still caught that motherfucker, and it went bloop bloop. And I said, "Ooh, sorry."
That wasn't your fault.
It wasn't.
No, you told him.
I told him 3 times actually.
He wanted his foot run over.
I believe so.
He probably was really all the way out there at that point. So he's like, if I injure myself, she'll feel pity and she'll come back. And you pulled off.
I left and went on to the house, and that motherfucker called me and said, "How the fuck you gonna run my foot over and leave?"
What was you supposed to do?
I said, "You wanted me to run it over and stay?" I didn't know what your mind state was. What if you got mad and tried to fight me? Then I got to run your ass all the way over with the car. There's got to be a homicide. No, thank you. I'm just going to take it on to the house.
Good with taking out your 5 little toes.
And I was nice. I said, "Was it broken?" Sorry. So, do you know what happened to the person that you abandoned? Or if you were abandoned, how did you deal with it?
Well, I don't know what happened to the rat bastard. The last time I physically saw him, he happened to be, I was living over on Nanny Helen Burroughs in DC and Northeast. And my son's godfather stepped outside and was like, "The rat bastard outside." I said, "What? Like, how does he know where I live at?" Like, oh my God. Like, it was years later, because Dwayne was probably like maybe a year and some change. He was walking, standing in the crib and everything. So I was like, "Stop playing." "No, it's not." He was like, "It is. It's the rat bastard." So I went outside.
Everybody called him the rat bastard.
That's what I was about to say. The fact that his name is Rat Bastard.
That's his name. First name Rat, last name Bastard. I was like, oh. Now, mind you, I remember I told y'all about the rat bastard. When I first saw him, he looked like a turd, and I brought him up to par. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So, them streetwalkable.
No, he wasn't that day. I don't know what the hell had happened over that year.
Yeah, went back to Booger Wolf.
He was a Booger Wolf driving a pickup truck.
Wow.
I'm sorry, not a pickup truck, a tow truck. So what happened? He was outside because my neighbor's car had broke down, and he was coming with the tow company tow truck that he worked for to tow her car. And I just so happened to live next door. So he went from executive sous chef at the president's restaurant on F Street to the tow truck driver. But see, God don't like ugly. God don't like ugly. So that was the last time I saw him. Then some years later, he called me to thank me for how I raised his son.
Wow.
Because his son came to live with us. He was probably like 8 or 9. He was in special education. He was reading under grade level. He was math. Everything was under grade level. And it wasn't because he had a disability. It was because he was lazy. And his parents were lazy. And his mother was doing his homework. And who do your son homework and you getting F's? Like, oh. Okay. So he wanted to thank me for how, because by the time his son left, by the time we got a divorce and his son went back home, all of that happened. His son was in general education, 6th grade. He was, getting, B's and C's. He was still working on the A's, but he was far, far from what he was when he first came to stay with us. So at this time, his son had graduated from high school, and, he was just wanted to thank me for what I did and blah, blah, blah. And I was like, you could have gave your son my number and he could have called and thanked me because he's a senior. Like, I didn't. I was like, click, why are you calling me? Now I feel like you're stalking me on the low. Like, so. But right now, I have no idea where he is. I have no idea.
Goddess of the coin.
I don't want to.
Let me ask you. Let me just ask you, Goddess of the coin. You said the boy mama was doing his homework. He still was getting F's.
No, he came here with these notebooks from New York City public school, and there were grades in the workbook. F's, D's, F's, D's. I said, what are you doing? I was like, you know how to do this work. He said, I ain't do that work. My mother did that work. Your mother? I said, stop playing. He was like, I didn't do it. She did it. And I called because I really wanted to know what was going on. Were you really doing your son's homework and you was failing him?
You're supposed to kill yourself as a parent at that point. Just kill yourself.
Like, who does that? If you don't know how to do the work, just don't do it.
Damn.
Really quickly, we have a quick comment.
That's what's up.
Yes. Hey, Pooh.
And she also told everyone else hi.
Hello, Pooh Man.
Is that who got the shirt?
Yes, that's who got the birthday shirt.
Yeah.
40. What was it? 40
plus one more or something.
Yeah.
41 more. Yeah.
Yay. That's who I just left this weekend. That's my NYC family.
Yes. So one of my abandoned ships, I know where they are, but we're not talking. And the other abandoned ship, I only talk to if need be, which I don't really feel there's a need. So I know where he is. I know he's still above ground. I really want to get a life insurance policy on his ass, but he said I could. Maybe I need to do that.
You do.
Anyway, I do, yeah. Because you ain't did shit else. You might as well leave him something.
Right.
Anyway.
Right.
We're going
get it how Get it how you can. Get it how you can.
We have another comment really quickly.
Hey, say.
Say some more. Hola. Como esta?
Hola.
Oh, it was 41 more times.
More time. Right. We done jacked that all up.
Messing my t-shirt all up.
Right. And you know what? And the funny thing is, I was gonna wear that t-shirt today.
Oh,
I saw it was right next to my Howard t-shirt. I was like, I should wear this one today. I'm gonna wear it next week though.
Yes.
I love that t-shirt. That was a good one.
41 more time. That's slick.
Miss FACKTgoddess.
Oh yeah, I know where mine is because he's my roommate.
I know that's right.
And the whole world, I should say the whole world, but most people, especially men, find it hard to believe that we're just roommates. They think that we're what they say, friends with benefits.
Mm-hmm.
And it's literally nothing like that.
Do you still ain't changed that thing down there? Have you Soul Snatching?
The PIMP.
If not change it, I am campaigning for change. I'm just
saying. Campaigning for change
every week.
That is not my name. You are
every week the FACKTgoddess proves to us unequivocally. Did I say unequivocally? Unequivocally. That she is the PIMP.
PIMP.
Right. No, see, we all agree. PIMP.
They don't agree. They just have to spell it.
Well,
I just said it because it rhymed.
Well, he didn't call me Rick James so much. I'm gonna get me a shirt to say cold blooded.
Hey, I'm
right.
No, but I'm not getting no shirt to say pimp.
Did you hear what she said? Did you hear? She's like, Keya.
Oh my gosh.
It ain't easy.
See?
Anywho.
Oh, it's gonna have dots behind it, just like fact. P.I.
That's right. That's right.
And what does the PIMP stand for?
Huh?
What does the PIMP stand for?
Nothing. It's just flavor on the word pimp.
I'm asking the Soul Snatching Goddess.
Oh.
She working on it.
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna have you want some pimp? I'm gonna give you some pimp.
But I'm gonna also answer the second part of your question. If you were the one that was abandoned, do you know what's going on with the people that abandoned you? Wanting me.
Huh?
Wanting
her.
Wanting.
That's that pimp answer right there. You want this, don't you? You're still thinking about this, don't you?
See?
Come on back to the ship, but I ain't gonna let your ass in. With your looking ass. All them pimp sayings.
The ship that left the dock.
Oh no.
Those are not pimp sayings.
Them is pimp sayings.
Yeah, they are.
From the
FloydGod, do you know what's going on with the one that tried to stab you? Because that's
what pimps do. They slide real smooth. Hey, FloydGod, what you got going on,
Player.
Right. Well, no, the one that I abandoned, that might still crazy. I guess they doing whatever they do. I talk to them from time to time, and then
you do?
The one that tried to stab
you. You talk to her?
Yeah, but it's like it ain't like that. It's like you know how? No, seriously. You know how on your Facebook Messenger, people will send you messages. Air blue. We call it now. Excuse me, I don't want to be non-PC or nothing, but I just tell it like it is. We call them holiday hoes.
Oh, they say, hey, when the holiday comes
around, holidays, birthrights, and all of that. They be trying to fish so they can see if they got their own ship. They trying to fish, catch you, get you back on the ship. You know, so holiday hoes.
But I understand all of what
we got your acronym for pimp.
Purposely impacting
Wow,
multiple.
there you go.
Well,
Purposely
okay.
impacting
Thank
multiple people.
Thank
That's
you,
a nice
Say
way of
Say.
saying it, but we know what it means.
Thank
We
you,
know what it is.
Somebody that has some sense on this podcast tonight.
That's called the front, the storefront. That was the storefront.
No way.
What
That ain't
she
the
said
back.
is
That
called
ain't what's
the
in the back.
storefront.
Once you get you in the back.
But right, the speakeasy in the back is Keya.
Right.
Yeah, yeah.
Thank you, Say, my sister. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Say for naming her storefront. Appreciate
That's
it.
not storefront. That is it in its entirety.
Yeah.
She said, "I do what I do."
Look, I do. That's a pimp saying. See, I do what I do. I make it do
That's
what
what
it
it's
do,
gonna say
baby.
on the back. I do what I do.
So with that side, with that head cocked to the side, because you know what I do.
Had on Ace Deuce.
Whatever.
It's all right.
Oh. That's for you, sir.
Hey, I'm already sitting down. It's okay. You can't be a double agent, Simone. You can't be a double agent now. You just got to saying, I make it do what it do, baby. And then want to come back like, have several seats, Floyd. You can't show both sides now. You got to pick a side. You saw that, right? She just was like, I make it do what it do, baby. Then come back. You have several seats, Floyd. You can't play both sides.
That's the same side. That's the same side.
Yeah.
Y'all got my hair hurting all the way back here because I'm laughing so hard. That is ridiculous.
I like that audience participation.
Floyd God is, I understand what you're saying about your holiday people, but if one tried to take your life in multiple ways, you still are okay with conversing with that holiday person?
But now, here's the thing. Like, when I say having a conversation, it's like, hey, Floyd, how you doing?
I'm going to slit your throat tonight. I don't understand. I still don't get it. But okay, I mean, that's great because that's a big heart. You have a very big heart.
You know, but it don't, I'll be honest with you, it's really like, hey, how you doing? And I might say hello, and that'd be it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, I don't carry conversation.
I just feel like that's big. Even that is big.
Well, I can't kill,
especially when she tried to burn you down.
My catfish because I be bored.
Huh?
Did your catfish try to kill you?
No.
Okay.
Burn all your stuff up?
No.
That's some nice shit too from Marshall Fields. It was kind of flat.
Jesus Christ. Floyd, you got one more comment that came to you.
Uh-oh.
Oh, wait, you just rare.
Get him safe.
She said she had baby on I do what I do.
It just say I do what I do.
She's spicy. I ain't even had to put no hot sauce on my fries tonight. I could have just sprinkled these comments on my shit. Spicy. All right, Simone. Hold to the bone, Simone.
She got it for you tonight. Oh,
what's the collar?
Cold to the bone, Simone. Simone Baldwin for the win.
Oh my goodness.
They'll have several seats, my friend. Make sure you properly quote me in the end.
That's
Simone Baldwin.
That's what she said.
You better run. You better run.
Yeah. Thank God if he might be trying to take your little acronym. He might be trying to put a play on.
Oh, girl, he ain't gonna do that.
Do what?
Oh, now you want it? Now you want it? You
do what?
Flip flopper?
Oh, she thought I was pimping?
No.
The pimp?
Yeah.
Oh, he can have that, honey.
I can't have what's already yours. Pimp.
Whatever. I will accept pimp the way that my sister defined it.
The storefront name. I get it. Hey, we can't let everybody know what we're doing. You so pimpers, I gotta drink some water.
We both gonna drink to that.
Oh no.
Woo, made me thirsty. The cactus on my tongue made me thirsty.
Don't we have some other questions for tonight?
No, we do not.
Okay, well, is it time for
me to do time. But yo, I love you, but
right, I love you, but I'm a pimp.
From our very own FACKTgoddess.
FACKTgoddess.
Yes. If you would like for her to do yours, please email her. Have you got any emails?
I haven't checked.
Oh shit.
Okay.
See, now I can't
first of all, people, forgive me. I am out of town, which will happen often because I do fly frequently.
Email work everywhere. Now we can't be getting on these people telling them every week that they ass ain't emailing you and your ass ain't damn check. So
that's why my background is different. And I did not check my email because I was running awry. Things went awry right before the podcast. So, I did. I lost plenty of focus.
Went awry, eh?
Hey, I'm honest. I'm giving clarification and knowledge at the same time.
Also pimping.
But I am prepared for the I love you, but nevertheless.
All right, well, we're going to say this as though you all have emailed her and she's going to check her email. If you have one that you would like for her to give, please email her at FACKTgoddess@gmail.com, and that is FACKT goddess@gmail.com, and her email will be in the comments below.
And if that don't work, she changed it to Pimp Goddess.
Do not email Pimp Goddess. It will not work. So I picked a popular word comparison, for lack of a better phrase, because this has come up a lot over the years, and I myself even became educated this evening because there are some things that I learned, some facts that I was unaware of, which I was unaware. Okay, so the words are converse and conversate. So I grew up with a grandmother whose foundation was education. And so pretty much everybody in my family is educated because of that pillar in our family. And we were taught that conversate is not a word, that you're supposed to say converse. Now, conversation is a word, but not conversate. But alas, we were incorrect. So, converse can be a verb, a noun, or an adjective. So, usually when we're comparing converse and conversate, we are talking about converse as a verb, and specifically an intransitive verb. And it just means to exchange thoughts and opinions in speech or to talk. So then when I searched, Google's a wonderful thing, conversate, and I always use the Merriam-Webster.com if anybody wants to fact check. So it says that conversate is also an intransitive verb, and that it is a non-standard synonym of converse. So I dug a little deeper because I was like, really? It says frequently asked questions about conversate. Is conversate a word? Yes, conversate is definitely a word. It's been in use in the English language for over 200 years. Many people find its informality grating, and most usage guides will caution against using it in any formal writing. So that could be why my grandmother was like, conversate is not a word, because formally you're not supposed to use it, especially in writing. So then it says, is converse or conversate correct? It says we define conversate as synonymous with converse. This does not, however, mean that the two words are interchangeable. Converse functions as a noun, adjective, and verb, and conversate is synonymous with only one sense of the verb use of converse. So that's the only way you can use it, and it's synonymous with converse if you're speaking of it as a verb. And it says the meaning is to exchange thoughts and opinions in speech. So conversate is a non-standard form and widely frowned upon in formal writing. So they keep bringing that up. So I can see why people would say that's not a word, because a lot of things, if you can't use it in writing, why speak it? So then the last little thing, often asked question was, is conversate slang? And it says slang is defined as an informal, non-standard vocabulary composed typically of coinages, arbitrarily changed words, and extravagant, forced, or fictitious figures of speech. It says non-standard, on the other hand, is not conforming in pronunciation, grammatical construction, idiom, or word choice to the usage generally characteristic of educated native speakers of a language. It says, while there may be an overlap between these two categories, we label conversate as non-standard rather than slang. So I know that's a lot for everybody to take in. Go back and watch this part of the episode again. But I love you, but conversate actually is a non-standard word that is synonymous with the verb form of converse. So for the
you finna go back.
For the love of God, don't do like I did and tell people that conversate is not a word.
So you gonna go back and start talking to all the people you stopped talking to because they said you gonna conversate or want to conversate with you.
Now, I still am gonna stand firmly and tell you, do not say conversate to me, say converse, because it says it's frowned upon when you try to use it formally, and then when you're speaking to me, it's always formally.
And we have two comments that came up really quickly. So we're gonna do Keya's first because she came right when you started.
Okay.
Come on, thank you, Simone.
Glow. She got that soul glow.
Thank you.
And now, Melinda, that's Riel.
Oh, Crystal said conversate 1811. Okay. Wow.
I have to know this because that is my boo. That's my sister. And she is a vocabulary guru. So
indeed,
she know it's been used since 1811. I don't know where you came up with the 200 years.
Right.
Hi, Crystal. I'm so glad you're here. Sis. That's about the only person, her and Byron Nichols are the only two people that can fact check the FACKTgoddess. Let's just be clear for anybody else that thinks about commenting.
Somebody come in the comment section real quick.
Hurry up.
Okay, well, that concludes our show for the evening. Thank you for all of our panel for discussing and putting our ships in the ocean for everyone to see.
Right.
And for our audience, we hope you enjoyed this discussion as much as we enjoyed discussing it. One more before we go.
One more comment.
As I clear my throat. Who's say I'm like FloydGod now. You can't be on both sides, honey.
We're glad you enjoyed it.
Thank you, Crystal.
Thank you again for watching.
Thank you, everybody.
Have not, make sure to like, share, subscribe, and click the notification bell so that you are notified when we have new episodes. See you next week on Monday. What you want to say, something?
Just one real quick. I wanted to wait a few weeks before I said something. Just real quick. I'm originally from Chicago, Illinois. I love my city. A few weeks ago, we lost a really great actress and comedian. Her name was Erica Watson. She was a really great person, a phenomenal woman, an awesome actress, and awesome comedian. I didn't want to say nothing for a few weeks, to let their family do what they needed to do. But I just wanted to say shouts out to Erica Watson's family. May she rest in peace. She was an
Indeed.
inspiration to many people.
Absolutely.
So lots of love for for that great person from our city.
Okay. Yes.
Indeed.
All right. So see you all next week on Monday at 9 p.m. live on GoddeSShips, because every ship matters.
All ships ain't the same.
And life is lived on ships.
Good night.
Good night.
Abandon
Thank
ship.
you.